Have you ever felt like you're fighting alone? That the world around you seems dangerous, uncertain, full of traps that could bring you down at any moment? Have you ever been afraid of what might happen tomorrow, of the invisible battles forming while you sleep? Sometimes, life seems like an endless storm, and all you long for is a refuge, a place where you can rest without fear, where nothing can harm you. But what if I told you that this place exists, that there is a hiding place, a fortress, a protective shadow that can keep you safe from everything? Psalm 91 is not just words in an ancient book, it is a living promise. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Do you understand what that means? No matter the chaos around you, if you are in Him, you are safe. Fear has been trying to dominate you. Uncertainties steal your sleep. You wonder if tomorrow will be better, or if the storms will keep forming around you. But listen, God never promised that you wouldn't face struggles, only that you would never fight alone. He is your refuge, your fortress, the only place where you can rest without fear. How many times have you tried to carry everything on your own? How many times have you thought that no one was watching, that no one cared? But He saw. He always saw. He will rescue you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. You might not realize it, but He has already delivered you from dangers you didn't even know existed. With each day, with every step, He is guarding you. Have you noticed how some battles seem invisible? How there are days when your heart is restless, your mind overwhelmed, and fear settles in without warning? You feel as if you are walking on a minefield, unsure of where to step. But listen carefully. You are not alone in this. God did not leave you at the mercy of circumstances. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Imagine that. Like an eagle protecting its young with its wings, He covers you. When everything seems uncertain, when fear strikes like a gust of wind, remember, there is a safe haven. And that haven is not found in wealth, status, or people. It is found in God. How many nights have you spent awake, worried about what might happen? How many times has anxiety gripped your chest, bringing an invisible yet nearly unbearable weight? The world can be a hostile place, full of uncertainties and dangers. But the truth is, you were not created to live in fear. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day. Fear wants to imprison you, to make you believe you are defenseless. But that is not the truth. You have a God who watches over your every step, who sees every tear you shed in silence. He is already in your tomorrow before you even arrive there. While you worry, He is preparing the way. So breathe, surrender that burden. You do not have to carry it alone. Have you ever felt surrounded, as if everything were falling apart and there were no way out? Situations that come out of nowhere, worries that paralyze you, problems that seem to have no solution. But there is something you need to remember. Nothing can harm you without God's permission. 1,000 will fall at your side and 10,000 at your right, but it will not come near you. Chaos may be all around you, but not within you. Evil may try to reach you, but it will not prevail. Because when you trust in God, you are not unprotected. You are surrounded by His presence. Your security is not in your circumstances, but in the promise that He fights for you. Life can be unpredictable. Today everything seems in order, but tomorrow a storm may arise without warning. And in those moments you ask yourself, where is God? But the truth is, He has never left your side. For you, O Lord, are my refuge. You have made the Most High your dwelling. This means that no matter what happens outside, there must be peace within you. No storm lasts forever. No pain is eternal. You may even walk through fire, but you will not be consumed. You may cross deep waters, but you will not be submerged. God does not prevent battles, but He guarantees your victory. There are moments when everything around you seems uncertain. Doubts arise, challenges multiply, and a sense of vulnerability takes over. But pay attention, you are not at the mercy of chance. No harm will overtake you, nor will any plague come near your tent. You have a protection that goes beyond what the eyes can see. It is not luck, it is not coincidence. It is God taking care of every detail, warding off dangers you don't even perceive. That which should bring you down is not permitted to touch you. You are guarded. Your life is in the hands of one who never fails. Perhaps you do not realize it, but there is an invisible force working in your favor. When you think you are alone, when you feel the weight of the world upon your shoulders, something is happening beyond what your eyes can see. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Have you ever stopped to think how many times you have been protected without even knowing it? The last-minute deliverance, the door that closed, and later you understood why. Nothing happens by chance. There is a purpose, there is a greater plan, and you are a part of it. Life will not always be easy. There will be moments when you feel weak without the strength to continue. But listen closely. You were not born to be defeated. They will bear you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. When everything seems too difficult, remember that there is a God who carries you when your legs can no longer move forward. You may fall, but you will not remain on the ground. You may feel exhausted, but you will never be abandoned. What lies ahead may be challenging, but within you, there is a strength that comes from above, and that strength will make you keep moving forward. Life doesn't always follow the path you expected. Some doors close, some promises seem distant, and the future may seem uncertain, but that doesn't mean you've been forgotten. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. This is not just a verse, it is a declaration of power. It means that nothing can stop you when you are under God's protection. Every difficulty that arises is an opportunity to prove the strength He has placed within you. If today you feel that you are facing challenges greater than your strength, remember, the same God who allows the battle is the one who guarantees your victory. The battles you face are not signs of abandonment, but rather of a greater purpose being built. What today seems like an unbearable weight may be exactly what's strengthening you for what's to come. Because He loves me, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for He acknowledges my name. You are not forgotten. You are being shaped. Every challenge faced, every tear shed, every moment of uncertainty is preparing you for something greater. God never promised a journey without difficulties, but He guaranteed that you would never walk alone. What seems like an insurmountable obstacle today will tomorrow be a testimony of victory. Life may seem like a cycle of highs and lows, moments of peace followed by unexpected storms, but there is a promise that never fails. God is with you in every step, every fight, every victory. When He calls to me, I will answer Him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. Have you noticed how many times you have cried out for help and somehow found a way out? It wasn't chance. It wasn't luck. It was Him. It was the invisible care that protected you when you didn't even realize it. So, do not fear. If He promised, He will fulfill it. Your story is not over. Now that you have heard this message, stop for a moment and reflect. How many times have you felt alone? How many times did you think no one was listening to you? But the truth is, God has always been by your side. He has guarded you, supported you, protected you along the way. You didn't come across this video by accident. This is a reminder that your life has a purpose, that you are valuable, that God still has plans for you. So if this message has touched your heart, show that you accept this word. Leave your like as a sign of faith, as an amen to this truth. If this message spoke to you, there is probably someone else who also needs to hear it. Like, comment, share. Let this word reach more hearts and remind many that they have never been alone. Durante 20 segundos, the text says, life doesn't always follow the path you expected. Some doors close, some promises seem distant, and the future might seem uncertain. But that doesn't mean you've been forgotten. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. This isn't just a verse, it's a statement of power. It means nothing can stop you when you're under God's protection. Every difficulty is a chance to prove the strength He put inside you. If today feels like you're facing challenges beyond your strength, remember, the same God who allows the battle is the one who guarantees your victory. The battles you face are not signs of being abandoned, but rather a greater purpose being built. O texto fala sobre como os desafios de hoje podem ser o que nos fortalece para o futuro. Ele destaca a ideia de que, apesar das dificuldades, Deus está nos protegendo e moldando. A promessa é de que nunca estamos sozinhos. Sempre há uma saída, mesmo quando não percebemos. A mensagem desafia a refletir sobre os momentos difíceis e nos lembra de que nossa vida tem um propósito e Deus ainda tem planos para nós. Que possamos reconhecer e confiar nessa verdade. If this message spoke to you, there's probably someone else who needs to hear it too. Like, comment, and share. May this word reach more hearts and remind so many that they were never alone. Have you ever felt that life doesn't follow the path you expected? Some doors close, some promises seem distant, and the future may appear uncertain. But that doesn't mean you have been forgotten. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. This isn't merely a verse, it's a declaration of power. It means that nothing can stop you when you are under God's protection. Every difficulty that arises is a chance to prove the strength He has placed within you. If today you feel that you are facing challenges beyond your strength, remember, the same God who permits the battle is the one who guarantees your victory. The struggles you face aren't signs of abandonment, but of a greater purpose being built. What now seems like an unbearable weight may be exactly what is strengthening you for what lies ahead. For because He has loved me so dearly, I will also deliver Him. I will set Him on high, because He has known my name. You are not forgotten. You are being molded. Every challenge, every tear shed, every moment of uncertainty is preparing you for something greater. God never promised a journey without hardships, but He did guarantee that you would never walk alone. What appears insurmountable today will become tomorrow's testimony of triumph. Life can seem like a cycle of highs and lows, moments of peace followed by unexpected storms. Yet there is one promise that never fails. God is with you in every step, every struggle, every victory. He will call to me and I will answer Him. I will be with Him in trouble. I will rescue Him and honor Him. Think about the countless times you cried out for help and somehow found a way through. It wasn't coincidence, it wasn't luck. It was Him, the unseen care that protected you when you didn't even notice. So don't fear. If He has promised, He will fulfill it. Your story isn't over yet. Now that you have heard this message, pause for a moment and reflect. How many times have you felt alone, as if no one was listening? The truth is, God has always been by your side, guarding, upholding, and protecting you all along. You didn't come to this video by chance. It's a reminder that your life has purpose, that you are valuable, and that God still has plans for you. If this message touched your heart, show that you accept this word, like, comment, and share so that more hearts are reminded they were never alone.